The history of kingdoms is not always written with shining armor and grand victories. Some histories should never be written at all. When our ancestors drew this map, they divided the world in two. Our side, light, law, and life. Their side, beyond the border, only shadow and ancient evil. For 100 years, no one crossed that border. For 100 years, the only thing that came from that side was a howling wind. Until today. This mysterious figure, who would later introduce himself as Shadow, would claim to have come from beyond the border. And so, the story begins. While the sun sparkled and daylight kissed the flowers, the deep meaning of every breath was crowned by the songs of birds. While the village folk and the principality they served were living through their most fertile times, the calamities awaiting them were slowly beginning to emerge. This village, located dangerously close to the region known as the Devil's Line, was echoing with the cries of an anxious people. The principality dispatched a unit of archers to keep the Devil's Line under constant watch. Meanwhile, the mysterious figure named Shadow had already breached the line and was advancing toward the village. On his way, Shadow noticed a merchant woman stranded on the road and approached her to see what was happening. At that very moment, a scream rising from the depths caused the earth and the sky to groan. The Devil's Gate had been breached. Shadow immediately escorted the woman to a safe area and set off on his way. The Devil's Gate was the domain of monsters and the dragon who led them, a place known only through the tales of those brave enough to cross it. To exit, one had to cross a bridge over a valley filled with lava and pass through a final castle, a palace teeming with lethal shadows. That border had been crossed. For the villagers, the apocalypse was now drawing near. As Shadow moved swiftly through the depths of the forest, the principality's archers suddenly surrounded him and demanded his identity. But Shadow, with a mysterious silence and a threatening tone, commanded them to get out of his way immediately. The archers ignored him, waiting for the command to strike. Just then, the dragon's terrifying roar and the smoke rising in the distance unnerved the archers. They made the immediate decision to return to the village. When they arrived, it was too late. Shadow stormed into the village only to find no one left. Everything was burnt and turned to ash. Seeing a wounded youth among the ruins, Shadow went to his side and asked what had happened. The youth said that a demonic dragon had attacked the village, plundered everything, and kidnapped the prince. The principality was living the apocalypse it had feared. No matter how hard the soldiers tried to defend themselves, it was in vain. Shadow gathered the remaining survivors and warned them, "This is only the beginning. Take your supplies and head east immediately. Leave this village now. I come from beyond the Devil's Pass. They are preparing for a great war, and I am going to stop it.